Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome everyone to today's explainer. You know, if you've been paying literally any attention to the creator economy in 2026, you've probably noticed it hasn't just grown, it has absolutely exploded. We're seeing everyday creators achieving genuine, real financial freedom. And how are they doing it? Simply by taking things like templates, presets, and courses and turning them into highly profitable digital assets. But here's the thing, to actually succeed, to build an empire and not just, spin your wheels, you absolutely need a rock-solid foundation. So today, we're walking through the ultimate two-part blueprint for monetizing digital products in the 2026 creator economy. First, setting up your perfect storefront, and second, mastering your pricing strategy.
So here's our agenda for this masterclass. We'll kick things off with the digital product boom, then jump right into picking your perfect platform. From there, we transition into the second pillar of our blueprint. We'll unpack the marginal cost advantage, value-based pricing strategies, pricing psychology and bundles, and finally, wrap it all up with launch, test, and adjust. Basically, it's a completely cohesive, actionable roadmap from start to finish. Section 1, the digital product boom, unprecedented growth. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that the digital landscape right now is offering unprecedented opportunities. Everyday creators are literally scaling weekend side hustles into full-blown empires, and they're doing it with incredibly low overhead. But you might be wondering, what's the biggest obstacle? Is it finding the perfect niche, having flawless branding? Actually, no. The single biggest profit killer is underpricing products out of pure, unadulterated fear. Creators will spend weeks perfecting a digital product, and then they just slap a randomly low price on it. Why? Because it feels safe. They're terrified no one will buy it if it's too expensive. But as we'll see, that fear-based pricing actively destroys your revenue and undermines the perceived quality of what you've built.
Section 2, picking your perfect platform. Find your perfect fit. Before you can even think about pricing your product, you obviously need a place to sell it. And let's be real, the sheer number of options out there right now is completely overwhelming. But the trick? It's to anchor your choice directly to your specific identity and goals as a seller. Just take a look at this matrix and figure out where you fit. If you're a total beginner wanting an all-in-one digital store with zero upfront monthly fees, Payhip is 100% your best bet. Want to build a massively scalable, highly customized brand? You need Shopify. Now, if speed is literally your only concern and you just want a single product live in minutes, Gumroad is the answer. If you don't have an audience yet and desperately need built-in marketplace traffic, Etsy is fantastic, especially for printables and templates. Podia, well, that's the reigning champion if your products are courses or memberships. Sellfy brilliantly combines digital goods with print-on-demand merch. And finally, if you're a WordPress user who demands total, 100% control over your site and data, WooCommerce is for you. Identify your seller profile on this chart, make a choice, and take targeted action today.
Section 3, the marginal cost advantage, zero cost per unit. And this brilliantly illustrates where we tackled the actual financial mechanics of digital entrepreneurship. We need to destroy a massive pricing myth right now. Digital products are just in a league of their own. On the left, you've got the traditional physical retail model. Every single time you sell a physical item, you have to pay for raw materials, packaging, logistics, the whole shebang. That sets a hard, unavoidable floor on your pricing. You have to use cost-plus pricing just to make sure you cover those rising costs per unit. But look over at the right side. The digital product model has zero marginal cost. None. You build a template, a guide, or a course exactly once, and you can sell it 10 times or 10,000 times at essentially zero additional cost. Because you don't have that physical cost floor dragging you down, your pricing strategy suddenly becomes your absolute most powerful lever for maximizing profit. Section 4, value-based pricing strategies. Focus on the outcome. So the crucial point is this. If we can't use cost-plus pricing for digital goods, what exactly do we use? Well, this is the massive mindset shift that's going to stop you from leaving money on the table. Value-based pricing means you completely, and I mean completely, ignore how many hours it took you to create the product. Instead, you focus entirely on the specific outcome it delivers to your customer. For example, let's say you spent 20 hours writing a self-love workbook. If you try to charge an hourly rate, the price makes absolutely no sense. But if you remember that you aren't just selling a 42-page PDF, you're selling a guided path to mental clarity. You're providing a business solution that might save someone hundreds of dollars in coaching. When you look at it that way, the value fundamentally changes. When you price based on the transformation and the outcome, the number you arrive at is almost always higher, and honestly way more justified. Section 5, pricing psychology and bundles. Tiering and bundling. let's dive a bit deeper into the tactical architecture of these numbers. It's fascinating how the human brain actually reacts to your pricing structure. Offering a single price is, it's fine. But offering a tiered pricing architecture, that's how you naturally, effortlessly increase your average order value. By offering a basic entry price, a pro middle tier, and a premium top tier, you're serving totally different budgets simultaneously. But more importantly, that premium tier acts as a psychological anchor. It makes that middle, pro tier look like an absolute steal. Buyers naturally gravitate right toward the middle when they see it offers significantly more value than the basic tier, but without the full financial commitment of the premium tier. It works like magic. And another incredibly powerful psychological tool is bundling. When you group complementary products together, like, say, pairing a goal-setting planner with a daily mindset journal, you aren't just selling two separate files anymore. You're signaling to the buyer that you have a complete, cohesive system to solve their exact problem. Because the perceived value of a complete system is just inherently much higher than the sum of its individual parts, bundling allows you to easily, confidently justify a much higher price point. Let's move to and see how this builds when we talk about specific numbers. Take $47, for example. This is what we call charm pricing. Prices ending in 7s or 9s psychologically signal accessibility, affordability, and just an all-around good deal. Charm pricing is incredibly effective for your entry-level products, your templates, and those impulse buy resources where the main barrier is usually just price. But contrast that immediately with a flat, round number like $500. Round numbers project premium authority and extreme confidence. You use these for your high-ticket items, comprehensive courses, and those premium bundles. Mismatching these, like, slapping a round number on a $10 printable, it just confuses the buyer. Oh, and while we're talking about pricing psychology, here's a quick reminder from our sources. Honesty always beats fake scarcity. Never, ever use fake countdown timers or artificially inflated original prices. Trust pays out far more in the long run than any manipulative tactics, for sure. Section 6, Launch, Test, and Adjust. Data-driven pricing. Okay, this is where we conclude our strategic blueprint with a really concrete, actionable roadmap for bringing your digital product to market. Let's walk through this 5-step pricing formula. First, estimate the actual value of the outcome for the buyer. Second, check your competitors to find that validated market range. Third, choose your tier. Are you coming in at entry level or premium? Fourth, add those bonuses to seriously increase that perceived value. And fifth, and honestly, this is the most important step of the whole shebang, test, track, and adjust. Your very first price is literally just a hypothesis. You have to look at the data. In fact, if your digital product is selling incredibly fast with zero hesitation from buyers, that doesn't necessarily mean you've won. Actually, scratch that. It might mean you're priced way too low and you're leaving serious profit on the table. You should gradually increase your price until you find that perfect conversion sweet spot. So, I want to leave you with this final provocative question to ponder as you look at your own digital empire. Is your current price reflecting the true value and transformation your product delivers? Or is it just reflecting your fear of charging what it's actually worth? Remember, in the digital product space, you have zero marginal costs. Your value is in the outcome. Price it like it's worth something, because it absolutely is. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I literally cannot wait to see how you apply these strategies and build out your digital assets in 2026.